In this video I'll show you how to dominate enemies in Beast of Reincarnation. Not gonna waste your time with the basics like if you deflect and dodge, then the entanglement bar gets full. If you only block, then the entanglement bar gets drained, so focus on deflection. Instead, I'll showcase what the game wants you to focus on and how to fight elites, dangerous groups, and use Q to your advantage to make every encounter much easier. Let's cover the first very important thing, combos. This game uses a simple combo system, regular sword attack plus special attack. Through story progression, new combos are unlocked, so we can do many more combo types after a regular attack. That means after every subsequent regular attack, special attack can be activated, which is then considered a full combo. It's up to you which combos to focus on, you indecisive bastards. We can use whichever ones we want, but every combo can be upgraded, which means leveling point investment. And couple combos do special things, like Dokuzeri, which poisons enemies. Combining Dokuzeri's special attack with Q's Dokuzeri skill will almost certainly poison anything. This takes me to the importance of status effects. I would advise to use status effects in every fight against elites and bosses, as it helps drastically. Not only is damage over time effective, but it also stops any enemy instantly when it's applied. Applying status ailment staggers them, which gives the player an option to get some free melee or ranged attacks in. Now that we know what to focus on, it's time to learn how to deal with elites and tougher enemies. Elites on hard hit really hard and can sometimes kill the player in 2 shots. One elite managed to take over 70% health in 1 hit, even with vitality build with added protective layers. So the goal against elites is to find the opening to perform special attacks. Short combos rule in such encounters. Reason is that longer use of regular attacks is not gonna do much, as elites are either gonna block every regular attack, or monster elites are gonna go through the regular attack to do their own stuff. Best way to break their defenses is Q. Simple abilities like roots can bind an enemy in place and make it susceptible to few attacks. After that we can try one of the combos. If the enemy gets staggered during the combo attempt, we can continue and try to finish the combo. This is very important when it comes to combos. We need to pay attention to enemy reactions when performing a combo. If they stagger in any way, we can continue. If they don't stagger when you're doing the combo and start their own attack instead, prepare to deflect and move back. Or just move back. Another great way to start a fight with a tougher enemy is to use a special attack as the first attack, so without the regular sword attack. This can break an enemy's poise instantly, which allows regular attacks to be effective again, as they won't be blocking them for a bit anymore. If the enemy doesn't get staggered, I would advise rolling or moving away in any way, because exchanging blows with tough enemies when so many visual effects are on screen and with a narrow field of view can make deflections difficult to do and if we fail we get smashed quickly. That's the biggest problem in fights, not being able to see enemies' full attack animation to know when to attempt deflection. It's easier to notice enemies' recovery when fighting golems, as they will start to block regular attacks. When they start blocking regular attacks, either break them with Ku's ability or move away. Moving away is especially good when being surrounded. By the way, there is a roll upgrade that I would advise to get. It enables dodge roll, which can create more distance between us and the enemies. Look at this fight versus two elites on hard. I'm using everything I said in this guide, starting the fight on my terms, using bind to reduce their movements, knowing when to move away, as there is no way I can deflect both of their attacks if they gang up on me, using status ailments such as burn and corrosion as much as possible to stagger and damage them. By the way, I would advise equipping on Ku things like torches and acid bottles, as that is going to significantly increase chances of status ailments being applied. I'll let this fight play out so you can see that I'm not going in mad, but instead waiting for a chance to go into combos. Let's move on to fighting a large group of enemies. Most of the time there's ranged enemies in a group. Try to kill them first, because they can do massive damage with one hit. Many times I've been shot down in disbelief how quickly it happened. There are a couple easy ways to deal with ranged enemies. One is to send Ku to deal with them. Another is to use Ku's ability to take them down quickly, or at least stagger them for long enough so that you can get to them and finish them off. The third way is to shoot them down, but that can be problematic while being chased by melee enemies. Fourth way is to enter the fight from a side that is closer to ranged enemies to deal with them fast. After dealing with ranged enemies, it's time to deal with the rest. Ability that I love against groups is Bloom, as it hits many of them at once. Staggers them for a bit and puts up flowers that we use for aerial attack, but that can be dangerous to do against many enemies that are close by. It can pay off, but sometimes enemies will counter your special attack by going through it, leading to quick death. That means we still need to be reserved in our approach. Using flowers for Helm Splitter attack in 1 versus 1 is great in the majority of encounters, but against groups of enemies it can be a death sentence. Be prepared to move away as soon as you see something hitting you after landing. Anyway, that's all for this combat guide. Patreon subscribes are links in the description if that is of interest to you, and stay tuned for more guides.